You're watching JD's Variety Channel.
Alrighty, it's morning here. We're getting ready to head out. I just had breakfast, which was eggs and biscuits, and I had to throw one of my biscuits away because it had a hair in it, but that's good and bad. Bad because it had a hair, but good because it means it was made fresh. So anyway, this is our hotel room. Spent a little bit more money this time, but it was a nice place, very relaxing. And check this out. We got a safe in our hotel room. I haven't stayed in a hotel room that had a little safe in it before. That was pretty cool. Could have put my metal detecting finds in there, but I didn't assume anybody would be breaking in to steal my pennies. So yeah, we're refreshed. Got a good 8.5 hours of sleep. So we're gonna hit the road and see if we can pull up something detecting before we head home. Now here's a funny find. I just found an Easter egg by a tree. And it is not Easter yet. This was probably not found during a hunt. Oh, or maybe not. Oh my goodness. I can't believe that. Oh my goodness. This has probably been there since last year. Oh, that's too funny. Oh, I'm cracking up right now. It was sitting right by tucked in the base of this tree. I'm gonna go show this to Jerry before I unfold it. I think it's only one in there. Oh, that's too funny. Money in the egg. Okay, so I showed this to Jerry, so we're gonna pop it out of here and see what it is. I'm really cracking up right now. No pun intended. Ooh, this is really wet. This has definitely been there since last Easter. Oh goodness. Ew, this is really wet. There it is. $1 bill, and unfortunately it's not a star note. 2009 series. Awesome. Haven't found paper money detecting in a while. That was an eyeball find. Okay, Jerry just found this piece of silver. We're hunting a park right now in a really old area. So that's definitely a cool find. I just can't get on the board with silver this weekend. Or it's not the weekend, it's a weekday. But yeah, neither of us have found a silver coin, but we've been finding some awesome relics and jewelry and odds and ends. So we'll keep at it. Looks like this has been down there a while. Somebody had some string attached to it. Pretty weird. Nice little piece though, and definitely silver. I had a deep bouncy signal here, and this is really rich soil. These targets are sinking pretty deep in it, the old ones. I thought I had some kind of weird, awesome old coin. I pulled it out like that, but unfortunately, it's just a broken key. That really had me going for a second, and not too long ago, I just found a modern padlock. Alrighty, me and Jerry are back in the permission where we found a lot of amazing stuff, and he found that 1807 half cent and that really rare buckle. And we're in the backyard now. We didn't hunt before. There's a lot of trash back here and doesn't seem like a lot of old stuff. I just got a weird find. It's like an aluminum bunch of grapes. Not sure how old that is, maybe 1960s. And I got a super deep signal here on the property boundary where this vacant lot is, where an old house used to sit. And I dug down about 8 inches, and it looks to be like an old bell. I'm not sure if that's off of a bike, or if it's like an old hand crank bell, but that's pretty neat anyway. It was down there. So let's fill the hole back in, keep looking. Okay, we're back in the front yard where we found all the goodies, just trying to eke out any signal we missed. It's been really, really slow. I got a deep 1941 wheat penny right over here, and I got a nickel here. You can see it here, so hopefully it's something old. Oh, what is that? It's a V-nickel.
Awesome.
Oh, sweet.
That's the quadfecta now in here.
Yep, out of this yard we've gotten Jefferson's. I got 2 Buffaloes. We had a V-nickel, this V-nickel here, and Jerry had a shield nickel last time. So it's, oh man, that's unbelievable. Wouldn't that be awesome if we could get a war nickel out of here? I think I see the date. I think it's 1897. Yeah, it's 1890 something for sure. Let me just rub it a little bit. 1896 maybe? I'll clean it up a second. We'll take a look. Okay, so there's another quick look at it. Turns out it's 1899. Broke the turn of a century by 1 year. I love it. Sweet. Let's keep hunting. Okay, I got a signal here that actually came in pretty good for as hard as we've hit this place. And it was just a weird bouncy mid to low tone. And I'm down on it with the pinpointer. And it's got a little bit of depth, like 3-4 inches. So I think it may be an old nickel or something, I hope anyway. So we'll finish it live here. And I see black soil, so it definitely could be a nickel. Ah, it's a war nickel. So we've got them all.
We've got every nickel ever made in the United States out of this yard.
Yep, that's amazing. You heard Jerry say it. We found every nickel made in the United States out of this yard now. Except we got to find the modern buffalo nickels. Nah, they don't count. I'll still call them Jeffersons. There it is, war nickel. See if we can see the year on it. 1943 P. I'm so glad I did that live. Amazing. All right. We'll keep trying to squeak out these iffy targets. We're digging a ton of nails and stuff now, just faint signals. Here's why the signal is skewed on that war nickel. Right off to the side of it, just barely under the surface, was this little itty bitty thing I'll show you on my pinky. That's my pinky. That little itty bitty gear was right next to that nickel and just really messed with the signal. Took me a while to find that. Okay, here's a weird surface find. I parted the grass here. I found some keys, but they're not very old and they're not silver, even though they look kind of silver. They're like diary keys or something. They're real light. Oh, that's pretty neat. Man, I've loaded up on keys on this trip. I think I have like 7 or 8 keys I've dug now. Unreal. Those are cool though, I like them. Alright guys, you guessed it. Mixed in with a nail. Really faint, sketchy signal. I can't escape. Another 59 Memorial. Okay, I got a signal here, just testing out a skull. I can't believe this is the first hole I dug. There's tons of crap in here, but I had a nice low tone that sounded like it was 3 inches down. I just got a gold nugget style pendant now. And I just got the gold nugget ring last week. But I'm not certain if this one's actually gold or if it's just like a cheaper one. I'll have to clean up, see if there's any marks later, but it's like a nugget style pendant you can see from the front of it. So that's amazing. Hopefully it's real gold, but I'm not sure. I'll clean it up later. Here's a look at the gold nugget pendant cleaned up, and I want to show you guys some other things as well. But it cleaned up absolutely beautifully. Now there's no mark on it, so I'm not sure if there was a little clasp or something attached to this. I'm really not sure. I tested it with a 10 karat acid and it held up really well. The 14 karat acid, you can tell it was starting to struggle a little bit, and then it dissolved under 18 karat acid. So I'm assuming that this is 14 karat based on the testing I've been able to do. At the very least it's 10 karat gold. And I believe it's 14 karat because I'm pretty sure most of the nugget style things come in 14 karat. Now this is the one I found only 5 days ago. So it's hard to believe that I found 2 nugget style items that close together. They must be popular around here. I wasn't really even in the same area though, but you know, in Tennessee. And this is one that I found about 2 years ago that is also 14 karat. It has the marks on the inside. So just awesome to be able to find this nugget style gold. I love this stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and show you the weight of this right here, the one I just dug up. So I got my scale set on grams. It's 3.7 grams. I already ran a conversion at 14 karat. This would be worth just a little bit over $85 as far as the scrap value is concerned, but you could potentially get somebody to pay you more for it as a jewelry item. So that's a really cool find, and those are the other 2 that I dug up. This is the first gold item I've ever found that is not a ring. And this one that I found the other week was my 7th gold ring that I found metal detecting in my roughly 5 years of metal detecting. And I figured I'd show this as well because it just has a cool story. This is the first ring I ever found metal detecting. I found it by a playground, and when I found it, it was the most excited I've ever been in a long time. And I knew nothing about checking, for gold and stuff like that when I started about 5 years ago. I really didn't know much, and I really thought this was real, and my heart was racing like all day until I got to research it. And even when I found out it wasn't real, I still loved the hobby, and I wasn't really bummed out, like a little bit. But it's funny that this was the first ring I ever found, and it's like the biggest, baddest gold-plated bling ring I ever found to date. It's just crazy. Really a heart stopper right there.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to subscribe for more. My next adventure is always just around the corner. Take care, and happy treasure hunting.